Welcome to Post Game on the Pitch. If you see me smiling, I've got a couple of our regulars and he from the past, Jackson Fells, who actually started all of this. What's up, big boy?
So good to be here.
Yeah, he's moved on to KJR and all that, and he does the pregame, postgame. He's doing it all. But we've got John Marshall, Radio Cascadia, Stephen Hagan, Radio Cascadia. Felts, what did you see today?
I saw a lot of good things from the Sounders, a couple bad things. I think we know that Kim Ki-hee should not dribble out of the back anymore. I think that's the first thing. We'll get to the good stuff. I mean, listen, when Will Bruin has to come in for Raul Ruidiaz, who has the heel contusion, you always worry a little bit of how is this going to shake out. You know, RSL was able to keep the Sounders to 1 goal. It worked out pretty well today. Brace for Will Bruin. I mean, this Sounder team right now is flying high. 5-0-1 start, best start in franchise history, obviously, but 22-3 in their last 25, guys. I mean, that's an absolutely ridiculous mark. This team's on fire. Offensively, they look good today. Defensively, things he can fix, obviously. Josie Altidore is always the thorn in the side of this team. We all remember 2017, but a very good day here for the Seattle Sounders.
Stephen, how were they able to be, as Brian Smith has said, goal dangerous? You've talked about their passing. What was the difference today from last week?
Sounders today were able to move the ball a little bit more quickly in vital moments, I think. It's that thought where when they get the ball in an attacking position, at a certain point the move should just flow. It should be 1 and 2 touch, it should be instinctual. You shouldn't be picking your head up to take a look around and ask yourself, okay, where's the next ball, right? It's gotta just flow at a certain point. And Sounders play had that for periods of time today. I think that they were able to switch the ball a little bit more quickly from left to right than they were in the past weeks, and that enabled them to get more traction on the right, which was really, really useful. Additionally, despite the fact that Toronto really sold out to stop Sounders down the left, Seattle managed to bang their head through that brick wall a number of times, creating several goals from the left side, numerous more dangerous chances off of that, in situations when Seattle was almost always outnumbered on that side of the field.
John, you talk Christian Roldan. Pivotal player, evolution. What's your thought? I know you've got some observations on here.
Christian gets the game winner today. The beautiful turn and incredible finish. He was actually not really happy with his first touch leading up to that play. He said in the postgame, he said he left it a little firm and made it a lot more difficult for himself. But he's just glad he finished it. But he does so much in the midfield that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet. He's not the guy getting every assist, getting every goal, but he does all the extra things defensively, creating space, finding his teammates in the center of the field, and does a lot of things for this team that he just looks so comfortable out there. The national team experience has been a huge help as well, but he makes a huge difference for this team, and Schmetzer said every year he finds a new way to improve his game, and we're really seeing that this season.
I'm going to go back to you, Jackson, about the defense. I don't know if you're not concerned because the first goal was actually standing where Altidore was unmarked, right? and then Toronto, after Seattle took the lead, Toronto came back, right? You always, within 5 minutes, right? After you score, you have to play defense. I'm not so sold on this defense. Why are you sold that you can fix this?
Chad Marshall's standing right over there, so I'm pretty darn sold on this defense, and this is the best defense in MLS, and clearly the best defender in MLS right over here. I mean, no, listen, I think the consistency in this back four, the fact that you have guys, you have this tandem of Marshall and Kim Ki-hee, you have consistency in Smith and Leerdam out on the fullback positions, and it's been that way all season long. And you can throw a guy like Roman Torres, who is a captain of a World Cup squad, in there as the next guy. I mean, last year, I'll go back to that Portland match down there in Portland, right? They create this back five plus Svensson right in front of them, this basically wall, and just tell Portland, come at us, good luck scoring against us. They're up 1-0 at the time. They win 1-0, holding that wall firm, right? And being able to create that back five, and I love it because Stephen, you asked Brian Schmetzer, and we were talking about in the press box of the amoeba formation that they sort of created by not even having a forward out there. But what it allowed them to do was just kind of have the emphasis on the defense, right? You put on a hairy ship. You don't have a forward out there. Will Bruin goes off injured, and hopefully he's all right. We'll hear more about that Tuesday. And Jordan Morris, he looked okay, coming off, but no forward out there. When you can put the emphasis on the defense and tell Toronto, good luck. Listen, we're not going to have a forward out there, but good luck stopping us, and then it works. I'm not too concerned about that. And especially when you have the speed of Brad Smith, he can get so far up in the attack, but his speed to get back on defense down that left side, that's why I'm not too concerned.
Now, in all fairness, I disagree. I don't think that can go 90 minutes, but we never have to know that because Rui Diaz will be back, so
Exactly.
they will have a forward, right?
Exactly.
Spencer did say in the post game. So, all right, let's look ahead a little bit, right?
Yeah.
The 3-game stretch where they've got LAFC, San Jose, LA down there. You come back here, San Jose, then you LAFC. Steven, let's go around. What do you need to see here?
Well,
what
I
do you
think-
think? Give me a crystal ball prediction.
I think it's a particularly pivotal week for Sounders, given how early it is in the season. There aren't very many times you'd look at a week in April and say this is going to have a real impact on the standings at the end of October. Start of October now. We've got this new playoff system in 2019. But LAFC and Seattle appear to be the class of the league right now, particularly after Sounders were able to down TFC today. So in my opinion, the biggest thing about today's game, bigger than beating Toronto, bigger than taking 3 points, was the fact that Sounders hadn't played a team with a winning record before this match. They get their first opportunity against one of the teams who's the class of the league, and they come away with 3 points. I'm not excited about the 3 points. I'm excited about the fact that they are ready for LAFC now and that they've had a big test. I think that LAFC, Seattle, it's going to come down to them in the West at the end of the season. 6 points in April between the two of them, their only chance at each other. It's almost too much for April, isn't it?
It'd be kind of fun. Any thoughts here? And then we'll go to Jackson and we'll close it up.
Yeah, I think again this TFC team provides you with a good starting point as to what to expect for LAFC in these coming weeks. LAFC on the road is very difficult. That was a very heartbreaker last year, and then the opening game down at Bank of California Stadium. Then you come back home for a midweek against San Jose, who's a team that's always given you trouble, whether on the road or at home. Whether they're the best team in the league or the worst team in the league, San Jose always gives you issues. And then you have to play LAFC again, second time in eight days. It's going to be a pivotal week. It's going to be interesting. As we speak here, Sounders are tied 5-0-1 with LAFC, same exact record. LAFC just has a better goal differential. So it's going to be interesting to see how defensively can they stop Vela, Rossi, they have a couple of others. Huerta, Diamande, they have a really, really dangerous attack.
If I can jump in real quick, I'm sorry. I just want to make this prediction on camera while I've got
Okay.
you guys
Yeah.
here. I really strongly believe that because of the way LAFC beat Seattle twice in their inaugural season, because of the resources they spend,
What's your prediction?
we're watching the birth of a really big, really serious rivalry in MLS, a really big match that people circle on their calendars every single year. And I think after this coming week, when we see these teams play and double the total of matches that they've played against each other, there's going to be no doubt. I don't have a prediction for you. I'm telling you.
You're saying this.
this-
Okay.
This
Big
is
rivalry.
the big rivalry in the West now, I think.
Okay,
At
got
the top
it.
of the table.
Jackson, you do along with the post-game, pre-game show, you also do a weekly show.
Sounders Weekly, 7 p.m. on 950 KJR.
That's right. And so, I mean, what's your take? You're
Yeah.
in terms of these upcoming games. What's your prediction, Spencer? Do you think he's gonna go out and rotation-wise? What's your thoughts?
No, I think what we're going to see is bringing it back to the exact, and they may rotate it for San Jose like they were going to do for Colorado, but I think for LAFC on the road next coming Sunday. By the way, that's a 3:30 pregame show on Sports Radio 950 KJR next Sunday. Of course, I have to.
Naturally.
No, but
My man.
I think what they get back to is the exact formation that we've been seeing for most of the year, which is the 4-2-3-1 with Rui Diaz at the top. So everything that we've seen this week and against RSL, but the one difference, having Rui Diaz there, which is the best Sounder team that you can field right now. So I'm going to echo what Steven said. I mean, this right now is going to be the battle. It's going to be the hyped up thing. It's prime time on the East Coast, 7 p.m. I mean, this is the one that everybody's going to be watching with the clear and away. And LAFC plays Cincinnati today. I would assume playing at home, they're going to capture at least a point out of that, so they'll take the top spot in MLS for now. But looking at the way that this shakes out, this is going to be the two best, clear and away, by record, by eyeball test, best teams in the league. How they battle against each other at the home of LA, then a week later at the home of Seattle, it's almost like a playoff series. Well, yeah, but San Jose sprinkled in there, sure, you're going to have some squad rotation, I think, but it's going to feel like a playoff series in the element of just how big stakes are here for this game. I'm super pumped for it. It should be a fun battle here on Sunday, and we'll cover more of it on Sounders Weekly this week.
Absolutely, and Christian Roldan did talk about how big these 3 games are during practice. So, again, thank you, gentlemen. John Marshall, Radio Cascadia. Stephen Hagan, Radio Cascadia. I'm Asfida Mariere for Cascadia Sports Stop. net and having this guy, Jackson Felds. Man,
Good to be back.
thanks for coming by. All
Good to be
right,
back.
and thank you all for listening. And we'll be back next week.
That's right.
Post game on the pitch. Thanks.